Before I deleted Instagram, I didn't think Instagram was controlling my life. I thought I was using Instagram each time I had free time. But when I removed it, I realized I was using Instagram when I get bored, when I get tired, my life sucked, when I was unwilling to do the hard work. And that made me realize that why I'm constantly trying to fill up a void and constantly trying to engage and scroll on my phone. This is gonna be a tough one. I hope you're ready for it. This is gonna be a tough one. I hope you're ready for it. Before I deleted Instagram, I didn't think Instagram was really stealing. Before I deleted Instagram, before I deleted Instagram, before I deleted Instagram, I didn't think Instagram was controlling my life. Until I realized that each time I would get bored, I would get tired, I would get, basically, I was unwilling to do the hard work. And I always find myself going back to the phone and checking that app constantly. And it made me think, why I'm constantly trying to fill up a void and I can't do nothing. I always need to do something. I always need to check the app. I always need to entertain myself. Each time I would get bored, tired, or I can't even do the hard work. Why I can't do the hard work, you know? And that made me understand, first of all, before I'm gonna explain you the whole process, by the way, how I deleted Instagram. But I wanna explain you the habit, okay? I created this habit basically that I would wake up and scroll. I would scroll on my lunch break. I would scroll after the gym when I get home. I would scroll before the bed. And over the time, I realized that Instagram was taking not like my whole life, but was taking a little bit of my time, like 10 minutes, sometimes a day. It become 20 minutes, then one day it become 2 hours. And then the days that I'm doing nothing, it would do 3 hours. And I'm like, this is not normal, you know? And when I would try to do the hard work, I would be like, God damn, why I can't do the hard work? Or when I'm trying to do something, I would keep constantly distract myself to do something else, multitask. And I would open my phone, scroll a little bit and try to go back to work again. Then I'm like, oh my God, I would do the work, but the work would be trash. You know, my focus would be all over the place. And that day I decided I'm gonna delete Instagram because I don't have self-control. I don't have balance. And this stuff is making me brain rot. Then I decided to delete it. I deleted Instagram. First week, I'm not gonna lie, it was very difficult. First of all, like I would get, I would miss out a bunch of content that my friend would share with me. There was a lot of work things over there as well that I could have checked. My friend would ask me why you don't create a dummy account so you can check the content. You can be more engaged with us. We were like, they were keep sending memes. I would miss out on a bunch of things that would matter back then, you know? But I decided that I'm not gonna download it or I'm not gonna open a dummy account because this shit is not good for me. The main reason was that I realized that I was trying to run away from something. Like not face with my dark side, not face with my boredom, not face with myself, you know? And then the first 3 weeks, it was very difficult. Then the fourth week, I realized a huge change. First of all, I would talk to people better. I would hold a conversation in a longer. I wouldn't keep tired of talking to people. Back then, I would like listen to them a little bit and then like get tired and change the topics. I would be able to read longer, which I used to not able to read at all. I would be able to read, write, think. And I realized that this taught me, probably this was the biggest lessons was, I realized I was constantly trying to avoid something, you know? But what Instagram does to you, like social media in general, that it's trying to create this entertainment life in your life, like entertainment in your brain, that when you're trying to do the hard work or when you're trying to enjoy your life, you're constantly missing like things in your life, you know? You feel like, oh, something is missing, or like I need to check my phone, oh, I need to check Instagram. You know, it created this fear of missing out feeling in a weird way. And the most important thing is that, like, if you realizing that you can't focus, or you're constantly checking your phone, you're constantly trying to fill up a void, and always like you don't have free time, you know. And one of the other things that I was like constantly late to places, you know. I would always scroll and be like, oh wow, I'm late. Oh wow, I'm not doing things what I have to do. I spent already 30 minutes extra on this phone. When you know what you need to do in life, or when you're unsure what you're doing and spending time on social media, you're not creating your own life. You're letting the social media platform create the life for you. You basically have no like a wheel, like, sorry, the fucking, you're in a driver's seat, but somebody else controlling the car. And you don't want to live life like that. And I realized that for me, that I don't want to live life like that. And the hard decision was, I had to remove this app. I had to delete my account. And I didn't care what people would think. Because in 2026, people think you're not normal when you don't have social media. Like, people would ask me, oh, are you doing something weird? What are you doing with your life? Why you don't have social media? But in me, my answer would be like, I know what I want and it's not there. Period. My attention is cost a lot more than that. I'm not willing to give it for free. And each time I would open that app, I'm giving my attention to other people. Don't let other people steal your attention, your focus. That shit is limited. And you don't want other people to control that. You're letting other people control your brain. It's that strong. And specifically, basically, like, I don't want to go into deep topics, but if you want to look into it, you can easily search. There was a class in Stanford, they taught people how to do persuasive technology. This was in 2007, I believe. And in the class, they taught people like how to run social experiments, virality, and all this stuff. But the teacher told their student, don't use this in a bad deeds. Use it in a good purpose. But some people use this, and some people disobey them and use this in a very bad way. So, are you gonna take control of your life, or you're gonna let Instagram or TikTok and all this platform steal your attention? You come to this life once. Make most of it.